You know, this weather can be dangerous. It's not just frostbite, but also hypothermia, and that's a real threat tonight and tomorrow for kids and the elderly. On Monument Circle right now, RTV6 reporter Chris Profit. He is outside on how we can stay safe tonight in this Arctic cold weather. Chris?
Well, Kevin, you said at 15 degrees below zero with a wind chill, that means it only takes 5 minutes for exposed skin to freeze. And then you also mentioned hypothermia, and that's when the body just cannot generate enough heat, and this is perfect weather for it. 4 months on the job, and Dan Kitch, a bicycle deliverer for a fast food restaurant, is getting his first test of extreme cold. On Monday, he'll have spent 8 hours on his bike in dangerous weather.
You know, you're pedaling. Actually, I started sweating earlier today. You know, you just keep going. You get blood flowing. It's not bad. The wind, you know, when it picks up, you get in the wind. That's pretty unbearable. But
frigid air gripping parts of the Midwest has prompted wind chill advisories through parts of Tuesday, sending people running to their cars and huddling at bus stops.
I brought extra clothes, but I didn't figure I was going to be out, that long.
And it doesn't take long in this extreme cold to develop frostbite, which can permanently damage the body. And then there's when the body loses heat faster than it can be produced, and the results can be deadly. It's called hypothermia, and so far, Wishart Hospital ER doctor John Fennell hasn't seen a case on Monday.
It's the folks that are at the extremes of age that really can't tell you what's going on, and so if they're not adequately dressed and they're outside for prolonged periods of time, their body temperature can drop.
And that's a real threat for people with outdoor jobs that aren't prepared.
No, I make sure I cover myself up, and if I start getting real cold, I go inside and warm up.
With the forecast for temperatures in the teens and single digits through Tuesday, a brief but powerful blast of cold air can make the hardest outdoor work dangerous. And doctors told me tonight to make sure that you layer your children when they're out on the bus stop for tomorrow. Lots of layers, and that will help them. Also to always wear that hat. And also remember to never leave a child alone in a car, because last year 31 children nationwide died of hypothermia because of that. Jenna?
Chris Profit live downtown. Thank you. Well, getting the homeless in out of the cold can be a matter of life and death. RTV6 anchor Erica Fly is live at Wheeler Mission, where there is a record turnout tonight. Erica.
Jenna, the shelters here on Delaware Street and on Market Street are housing more people tonight than they ever have. And that's a good thing. It means the homeless are heeding the warnings.
Our numbers are just skyrocketing right now. We're seeing numbers greater than during the Great Depression.
It's a record-breaking full house at Wheeler Mission and growing by the minute.
And these beds will be completely full this evening.
This shelter on Market provides a warm place for the homeless to lay their heads. In this building, there are 124 permanent beds, but with this crowd, not everyone will get one.
So we'll probably have another 150 men on the floor between here and our building over on Delaware Street.
In extreme weather, such as snowy conditions and the dangerously cold temps we're seeing now, outreach groups visit areas where the homeless are known to stay, urging them to seek shelter. Still, we found a few at these tents braving the cold.
But most of the fellas I've seen don't want to do that.
Don Young has been living at Wheeler for a couple of months. He knows being in the streets in the bitter cold is risking your life.
Just had to run an errand today, and during the day it was brutal. Would not want to have to spend the night out there.
Rodney Jones lives and helps out at Wheeler and is grateful for the roof over his head. How important is it to be in a shelter like this on a cold night like this?
It's very important because heat, you know what I mean, warmth, 3 meals a day, instead of being out on the streets.
And the record number of people here is a strain on the budget. Wheeler Mission can use donations and volunteers, but they tell me no matter what, they will take in everyone who comes through the door. Todd.
All right, we're lucky to have places like that. Erica, thank you.